Okay, so I'm Perapon I'm presenting for LE 203 Basic Research class. I am from IBEC program, and this is a research about environmental business, changing waste into fashion. The outline of this presentation is number one, aim and objectives. Number two, literature review. Number three, methods used for this research. Number four, the results. Number five, the discussion. Number six, summary and conclusion. And finally, of course, references. The aim and objectives of this project is to find if Thai university students think that changing environmental problem or plastic waste into fashion statement would work. And the objectives is to investigate if students are aware of environmental issues. The second objective is to investigate if students think reusing plastic to create fashionable accessories can create a movement towards saving the environment. Literature review. Global warming and plastic waste are becoming very vital problems. In order to encourage people to take action, a fashion statement would be a great option. This study was a small investigation looking into ways that people think is best to help solve said problems. Number three, results would be useful for environmental friendly companies to design and make the idea come true. The methods used are questionnaires, of course, and we have 30 respondents. The data collection was done in September 2019. The tools were the questionnaires that I said before. Data were analyzed using mean and percentage. Now, this is the result of the questionnaire. First part is general information. 60.7% of the respondents are female. 39.3% of the respondents are male. Year of study. Most of the respondents are currently in the third year of study, followed up by fourth year of study, which is 25%, and 17.9% of the respondents are from first year of study. And we have a minority of some fifth year or above fourth year of studies. The question here is the monthly income that they get at home or from work. Most of the respondents said that they get 5,000 to 10,000 baht, followed up by 32.1% of 10,000 to 20,000 baht, and 14.3% said that they have 30,000 and more of their income. The results for this part will talk about the problem recognition to see if the respondents know of the problems at hand. Plastic waste and global warming has a whopping 17 respondents, or 60.7% of the respondents, followed up by air pollution at 25%, and waste in general, which means trash and just bio waste, at 14.3%. Water pollution at 10.7%. It's obvious that plastic waste and global warming are the highest. And the next question is, how effective do you think reusing and recycling will help the environmental issues? So the scale from 1 is not effective at all. Number 5 is, of course, very effective. And 15, or 53.6% of the respondents says it's very effective. Followed up by 7 respondents saying that it's effective at number 4. Okay. And the second question is, are you aware that plastic waste can be used to create cloth and fabric? 75% said yes. 25% said maybe. Nobody said no, which means we're at a good start. The solution here, this is the option that I propose, right? Do you think turning plastic waste into a bracelet can help to motivate and encourage people to save the environment? 53.6 said yes. 39.3 said no. And only a few, 39.3 said maybe. and only a few said no. Question number 3. What do you think is the best added function to this project? 64.3 said add a plant seed to the bracelet so people can grow one tree received with the bracelet so that they can produce oxygen. The plant can produce oxygen. And 21.4% said to add a water filter ball to use in the area because the plastic that we'll use is from clogs and rivers in Thailand. And 14.3% said glow in the dark bracelet is useful. The next question is how effective do you think plant seed is to encourage people? 22 of the respondents are very positive. 39.3 for number 4, which is very effective, and also the same amount for number 5, which is more effective. How effective do you think water filter ball is to encourage people? As you can see, this one gets less popularity, right? Because obviously people think the first one is better. And the last one, glow in the dark. People don't really think this is useful. It's for fun. It's for gag. The price range that people are willing to buy this bracelets for is about 189 baht at 50%, and 35.7% think that we should sell this at 250 baht. And we also have the other two choices. The discussion. In general, students in Thailand are aware of the environmental problems at hand. They also agreed that turning plastic waste, especially in clogs and rivers of Thailand, into fashionable bracelet or wristband would create a great awareness. With the addition of oxygen-generating plant seed provided with the bracelet, this project would lead to great things in the future. Recycling leads to rebuilding. Our survey proved that students realized the effects and agreed with the given solutions. The solutions given were providing a plant seed, water filter ball, glow in the dark. It's obvious that the number of students supporting the idea of plant seed is much greater than the others. This is because the students are not only willing to recycle, but they are ready to rebuild. The conclusion of my survey is that it's more than obvious that global warming and plastic waste are pressing matters at the moment and needs to be tended to immediately. The solution is to turn plastic waste into fashion statement, like a bracelet or a wristband. However, it's agreed that it can go further by providing a plant seed that emits huge amounts of oxygen and design the bracelets according to the plant it represents. The price would be about 180 to 200 baht. And that is it for my presentation. Thank you.